Okay, here are my people. I have 3 adults and 1 child. We had to bribe them with food too, so. All right, here we go. All right. My name is Heather Sunday. All right. Do you know what the fastest growing diagnosis in the world is? It is autism spectrum disorder, or autism as most people commonly refer to it. When I was born in April of 1982, the rate of autism occurring was only 1 in every 2,000 children. By 2009, that rate had risen to 1 in every 110 children. Do you know what that rate has climbed to today? As of 2020, the CDC reported on their website that 1 in every 54 kids will be affected by autism or Asperger's. With that large of a rise in diagnosed cases, we probably all know someone who is either on the spectrum or has a family member on it. I never thought my life would be touched by autism. As a child, I spent many days in my aunt's special education classroom when I did not have school. Going to work with her during summer, spring, and Christmas breaks instilled a deep passion within my heart for people within the disabled community. I now teach life skills in a special education classroom to children ages 3 to 7, most of them diagnosed with autism, at the primary school in the same ISD my aunt taught in when I was a child. Every day I go to work knowing I can make a difference in a child's life and possibly in their entire future. Working with these amazing kids has been a gift. I get to see the world in a completely new way when I see it through their eyes. My students teach me so much about life and human resilience. With that being said, April is an opportunity to spread awareness about this disorder across the world. By spreading awareness, we can break the stigmas associated with being on the spectrum. Picture a child with autism in a busy store. They start flapping their arms and repeating the same phrase over and over, possibly while rocking back and forth. This draws everyone's attention onto that child. The looks and stares are uncomfortable for them and their parents. If people were educated about autism, they would know that arm flapping, noise making, and other repetitive behaviors, called stimming, are all normal forms of self-soothing autistic children may display during stressful situations. The month of April represents new beginnings because of its close ties to the start of spring. It is like a promise of beautiful things to come, which is why autistic researcher and psychologist Dr. Bernard Rimland chose April to represent this incredible community of children and adults. Autism Awareness Month is from April 1st through April 30th of every year. The first Autism Awareness Month was held over 50 years ago in 1970, although at the time it was called National Autism Acceptance Month. Now there is even World Autism Month that also falls in April. The United Nations sanctioned April 2nd as World Autism Awareness Day. On that day, the world wears blue and displays blue lighting on buildings to show support for the autistic community. This is a disorder that affects people worldwide. The rate of diagnosis is the same overseas as it is in the United States. This is a disorder we should all care about and become involved in. Something as simple as learning about the symptoms of autism could be a huge help to parents. It would be a relief to not have their child self-soothing and stimming be the center of attention during their public outings. The day their child's behavior does not draw looks from strangers might be the first day they feel like their child is completely accepted by society. We can all play a small part by being inclusive to those with neurodivergent brains. Being a neurodivergent thinker does not mean you see the world wrong. It just means you see it differently. Imagine where this world would be if famous neurodivergent thinkers like Albert Einstein or Temple Grandin had seen things exactly like every other person saw them.